Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Transformer of the Week, where we're looking at Lockdown. Now, this is Lockdown from the Transformers animated continuity. It was his first appearance as a character. I always think that's a good example of a continuity or a series, is when they add something to Transformer lore, something that's picked up and sort of like ran with, and then since then there's been various different iterations of Lockdown. I think Bulkhead got the same treatment as well. So it's like, when they bring out, a new series, that then these characters get even retconned into previous series as well. I think that is, brilliant. And obviously Lockdown is this summer's Transformers: Age of Extinction as the big bad. So that's how much Lockdown has had an impact on the Transformers continuity, fan base, the Transformers lore, and how well received he's been as a character. But moving on, not just the character, but just look at his toy, man. That is just one badass muscle car. It's just gloriously spiky. It's just death from every angle. The front there, the cowcatcher, whatever they call them, just nice and sharp. It's just his engine of just imagine just how much just power that'll just. The engine revs and you're changing your underpants, and just glorious. It's black and green and these nice red, clear plastic red lights that continued on the back. Yep, there's actually paint applications and some clear plastic in the rear of the car, which quite often gets ignored in Transformers nowadays. It seems to do that. It's got this nice purplish pink tinted windows. Have got some nice sort of details in there. Yeah, all in all, it's just an absolutely brilliant, compact muscle car, and it's just got such a nice feel to it. It's just, love it. But yeah, I don't know what else you can say about the car. You can flip his little hook up, so if you want to give it even more depth, you can have a nice little hook sticking out of the front of the car. Whatever floats your boat. So let's just get him transformed, shall we? This bit pops off. Sometimes, it pegs in so well, you feel a bit like Ultra Magnus trying to open the Matrix, just trying to get him started on his transformation. Just open, damn it. So yeah, and you just things just swing round, the swivels. It's just very satisfying. It's quite intuitive, it's not one of the ones where you're having to really put a great deal of concentration into transforming him, which is great for people doing video, because I am just the worst multitasker. So you see a lot of my videos, I will always go for the bots with a simple transformation, because it's just easier to move and talk while you're doing it. I don't know if I just had my eyes closed or whatever then, but yeah, that is just brilliant. He's got this doofing thing here, so he's got what is that pegging? So you flip his hook out again, peg that in, and that is Lockdown all transformed up. There you go. Here he is. And then we'll put his hand out. Here is Lockdown. I don't know, 2008 I think he was out. I still just can't get over just how tall this guy is. He's just a big beast of a deluxe. He's a deluxe car, and he is just absolutely turns into this just gargantuan bounty hunter warrior. It is just absolutely amazing. The engineering of Transformers animated, I know it's not to everyone's aesthetic pleasing ways, but the engineering, you can't deny the engineering of the Transformers animated was just absolutely brilliant. They took these quite wacky and very stylized concept art, and from the show and everything, and they made them. They made the toys of them, and I think that is just what I applaud about animated. But yeah, he's got his big weapon arm. There's a hook. It's also, you flip the engine around here and you press down on this. EMP blasters pop out. It's just, there's something just ultimately just satisfying about just a flip gun gimmick. It's just, yeah, it's brilliant. But yeah, he's a beast. I mean, he's got these lovely arms. You know, he can get a lot of poses out of his legs. He's just got this knee joint here. There's not really much going on, but because he's got these just solid legs that are just made of long, and so there's not really much going on there with them. But with his waist and his arms and his just ever so slightly that his head can turn just adds just so much emotive. It's so just emotive. He's just got this brilliant just face. So what's good about this figure? Go on, I could go on all day really about just all the little things I like about him. His size, just the very subtle asymmetrical sculpture that he has, that just gives him this idea of a body who's made up of different parts. I think a lot of the Transformers that I like do have a certain Frankenstein's monster aesthetic to them, and Lockdown's no exception. I think it's just these spikes on his neck really sort of like just hammer that home. I believe that originally he was going to be a lot more of a Frankenstein's type monster concept wise, but we kind of reined that in again and just made him more of just this crazy bounty hunter guy. Bad again, it's just sort of, everyone always talks about, he's got this hand, you can fix it, you can go in there and sort of like makes, shave bits off so his hand can actually flip out properly. It'd be more of a problem, I think, if he didn't have this weapon hand, and so he had two hands. But his second hand, it's always hidden really underneath his hook hand. Because I mean, have this gimpy hand or have a big hook weapon hand. You're always going to go for the big hook weapon. So yeah, that's it. Ugly wise, I mean, his Decepticon symbols are done very well, but 2 points really. One, in the show he's not really strictly a Decepticon, he's a bounty hunter. I believe that in the show he has like a blanked out insignia, so it's like one of the old rub signs, so that would have been quite cool. And two, and this is just a bugbear of mine really, the gold Decepticon signs. I'm a traditionalist. I'd like Decepticon signs to be purple and Autobot signs to be red. Don't twist my melon now, like giving me gold Decepticon signs. But that's what happens. It's not a major killer, and it is just that is my problem. It's not a problem with a toy. But it's just this head sculpt. It's just lovely. And I think this is why mainly this is my Transformer of the Week this week. I have no idea. I've got loads of bots lying around at the moment that I was always thinking, I want to do him, and then I just woke up this morning and I was like, it's got to be Lockdown. I think I've seen quite a few reviews of movie Lockdown, and I just wanted to show the originator of the name and give him his full credit for what he's added to Transformer lore and the world of Transformers as a whole. So big up your Lockdowns, man. Big up your Lockdowns, because doesn't need much bigging up because he's big enough already, but this guy is just brilliant. End of. That's all for now. Join me next week. We'll pick another random bot and we'll tell you what I love about it. Okay? Goodbye.